He's usually square to the basket, ready to receive and take the shot. Doesn't mind the defensive pressure in his face. And like I said, when he gets on, he can really roll through it. And a good shooter from downtown, and a good high-energy guy, and a good spirit on the team, on the floor. Just plays with a lot of excitement and a lot of energy.
He does, and he's unconscious some nights. Okay, here's the tip as we start action here at Nashville Christian, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the officials will decide that it will go to
Heilig touch. Wait, what?
Looks like it's going to Nashville Christian side,
Nashville
front
Christian.
court.
Yeah, Darius Heilig on the tip. Played against him in football season in the quarterfinal football game.
Martise gives to Jalen. Jalen left side to Anderson. Works to Catalon. A little four motion. They were successful in getting the ball inside to Jaden. Luke baseline in trouble. Pivots. Nicely gets it out to Martise Edwards. Thought about it. Jalen on the right side. And Nashville Christian showing some good patience here. I like that.
Well, Coach, just based on the man-to-man matchups, Martise is a guy they're probably not familiar with as he didn't play against them last time. And so top two defenders guarding Luke, Catalon, and
he takes it and scoops and scores.
Yep, top two defensive players guarding Luke Catalon and Jalen Marsh, and unawares a little bit of Martise and his abilities. And so Martise gets the open under.
Luke bouncing to Jalen, up and under. We've got two nice scoops, 4-0. Nashville Christian opening up. 4-point lead in the first minute of the contest as we're going full court press. That's something else Mount Juliet may not hopefully been prepared for, and we're doing a good job. And they lob it into front court, driving the baseline, a European step, no good. And we outlet Jaden Barlar. Jalen Marsh takes it down the hoop, and I thought he got hammered.
He did, no call. But again, the full court press, just much like the girls' game, getting Mount Juliet Christian playing fast and out of kilter.
Yes, and Willis loves to fire it up and had it open there. They get the rebound, and Clarksville Academy sets the court with Willis controlling. We'll sit here on to Collier. Back out top to Branham. Hollick look inside for a cutter. They're going to bounce nicely in to Walker for the easy lay-in. It's 4-2 at the 6:12 mark as the Eagles come in front court. Luke Catalon sets the court. Bounces to Marsh. Back to Martise Edwards. Here's a collegiate three. No good. Jaden back up. No good. He really had a good game the other night. Hoping that would fall. Get him in a rhythm, Coach.
Yeah, and it's a post presence. Whenever we have a good post presence, we've got guard play outside that can accompany that. But if you don't have a post, it's hard to establish anything even on the perimeter. And so Jaden playing well certainly helps on both ends. Driving
baseline. Hollick up and under. He misses this one. Anderson on the board. Gives to Catalon. We come in the front court, 4-2. Marsh looks to take baseline, and nice left-hander just won't go. Barler puts it back in, and is fouled.
Again, strong presence underneath. Went up strong for the rebound, got it, went back up, straight up again. Didn't bring the ball down, went straight back up, collected the bucket and the foul.
Eagles lead 6-2, 5:27 mark.
3 Eagles scoring. Jalen Marsh, Martise Edwards, and Jaden Barler right there. All 3 with layup baskets. So I like to get the ball down in close, high percentage shots. Jaden's first free throw attempt up and good.
Eagles lead 7-2, 5:26 to go. Back court. Mount Juliet attacks. Lob in the front court to Branham, and that's back out to Willis, and he wants to gun. He misses. Luke, nice boards. They're going to call him on the baseline here as he goes nicely to the boards.
Yeah, a little contact right there, but just came down off balance, stepped out of bounds.
Willis inbounding. He will look to put it up quickly. And they screen the screener, and we defend pretty well.
Good job recognizing the inbounds play. Martise with some quick hands. Unfortunately called for the foul, but he's got quick hands.
I always hate it when late in the season in the tournament you face a team that has a new player you haven't seen, because it's just a totally different dynamic, and that's something that can help us here going down the stretch.
5.
And we got a 5-second call. Nice defensive pressure. Coach Frazier with the man-to-man in half court and full court pressure. 7-2, the Eagles on top, 5:08 to go. In front court, Luke Catalon on the right wing looks to a posting Barlar. Instead to Marsh, left side to Morgan. He will gun a collegiate three, he will make a collegiate three.
That's what he can do. There's your player of the week, catching fire. There's not a shot he doesn't like, I'll tell you that.
Nashville Christian opens up a 10-2 lead. Short timeout. We'll be back in a moment. I take a lot of breaks, Coach. If that clock stops, we're breaking, baby. Good start. I think this is that we're playing them first. I mean, excuse me. They're 8th. They'll play good pasture. We're 7th. Ready to resume play here on coming home night.
Coming out of the break after the Morgan Anderson three-point shot, we've established some good early momentum, staying in the full court. Press defense. Good job hustling back by Luke. Good job rotating back right there on the back end of that press.
That was a good rotation and deflected out of bounds. Willis to inbounds for the Saints. For the cross screen. They get it open. There's Willis. He wanted it. Martise closed that pretty nicely on him, and Martise, it's going to be a good matchup here.
Yeah, Martise has got good quick feet, quick hands, and understands basketball really well, can anticipate really well on the floor.
He is really quick, and he's a good handler, and he got the ball inside the other night pretty well. And a really great game against Davidson that we had a
overtime game.
Good chance to win. Yeah, it was a great game. 10-2, man-to-man pressure.
And even in that Davidson game, Coach, a very close, hard-fought loss, still able to gain some momentum of that out of that as we head in towards tournament play.
Yeah, I know nobody likes moral victories, but, we needed a good game. It's a shame didn't quite pull it out. It went down to the very last shot of regulation. Inbounding, Mount Juliet having a little trouble. The inbound along the baseline, big power man, and Jaden rejected.
Straight up, Jaden.
Ball picked back up. No good. Tip, no good.
A little bit of
They're scrambling under the goal. Jaden trying to get out of there with it, and Mount Juliet will knock the ball out of bounds on the baseline.
Sorry, yeah. Heilich, Coach, sorry to interrupt, number 1, physical kid, football player, linebacker, fullback guy, and he's just kind of clearing space down there to go up and get those rebounds.
Right, he's an athlete. 4 minutes to go. We lead 10-2 here halfway through the first quarter of play. Nice little form motion here.
Same 5 on the floor for us from the beginning, Coach.
Leaves us a lot of good spacing. I like the 4 out. Kick across to Jalen a little high. But Coach Frazier a couple of weeks ago decided to go to more of a 4 out motion, not do so much handoff. I think it's helped us a lot. And it spread the court for 2 things. Driving, he walked. Driving and feeding the post. That's what the 4 out does. We did it for a million years at Lipscomb, and I think it's just a good offense that he's gone to. Martise, second game to dress out. Got a lot of new kids at National Christian this year. It's a great growing school. If you're thinking about sending your kids somewhere. Jalen Marsh thought better of the ball screen with the other way. Martise, he guns it. Oh, that's a nice looking shot. Didn't quite go. Mount Juliet will rebound on the baseline. Bringing the ball up is Collier. He'll hand to Willis. Willis almost loses it. Good pressure by Martise. Collier gets the ball screen. Not a great pass, but they had a chance for it. Anderson's going to intercept the ball. He's left hand pounding it down. Will go all the way on the other side and lays it in. I thought he might have got hit on a little blocking foul on Willis, but the scoop is nice. It's 12-2 as we've opened up a 10-point lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Morgan gets 2 check marks in the stat column with a steal and a breakaway layup.
This is Collier gunning the 3. It's off the mark. And Catalone with a nice board. We are really doing a good job on the boards. Long to Martise. A little anxious there. Not quite ready to make that play.
Well, at 12-2, we're getting a little too loose, which is, not a bad thing. We're playing aggressive. We're got some energy going. And, you hate to say that you don't want to have fun. We're having a little too much fun, trying to press the issue in a little more careful.
Great steal by Luke.
There's
Luke driving down the lane, takes it up. No good. Willis had pretty good defense, and we turned the ball over. They break into front court.
That's what I say. Just a little too lackadaisical with a 12-2 lead right here. Ball.
Anderson with another steal and foul.
I believe that's going to be on number 5.
That's Jack Crouch, who has checked into the contest. Blocking foul, and Josh.
That's his first, team second.
Josh Strickland will be checking in, and he's in place of Luke Catalone. Martise and Jalen in the backcourt to bring the ball up. 2:09 to go, first quarter action here on Sawyer Brown Road in Bellevue. And we're slowing it down a little bit. Jalen gets out of the high post area as they go back to a 4-out. Cross court to Marsh on the right side, 1:50 to go. Posting Barlar. Strickland looks inside, now wheels back, goes along the baseline, should have bounced
bounce pass. Young mistake there.
Mount Juliet into front court. And Jaden's going to deflect it out of bounds. Feeding the post, coach, we told our players, feed low or high. Don't feed at the base, at the waistline. Feed them high or low.
Yep. Josh Strickland in the game, coach, a member of the coming home court. Picks up his first foul right there.
Josh also a first-year student here.
Josh is first. That's the team's 3rd foul of the first quarter. A little ahead of the pace of what we need to be as far as the fouls go. We don't want to get into the bonus area too long, but they're going to send Mount Juliet Christian to the line for the first time.
Dwayne Evans, who's checked in off the bench, knocks home his first point, and just the 3rd point of the quarter for Mount Juliet. 12-3, Nashville Christian, 1:37 to go. He's short on the next one. And nice board position that time by Walker, and he just out-muscled us that time. Here's Willis. He wants to gun it.
Thought better of that. A couple of hands in the face.
Now movement here by Mount Juliet and breaking free for the scoop shot, and nice up and under Jack Crouch. And 12-5. We race into front court, Strickland to Martise.
Just a little bit lazy there on the help side defense, coach, playing that man-to-man, and nobody switched off to help on the penetration.
Right side, Strickland. Looks inside for Barler again. Anderson comes out to get the ball. He's going to drive left-handed. Kicks out to Martise. Shot fake. Picked up. Now he's going to take it, and
tapped out of
again,
bounds.
You got to go low or high. And Jalen, with that length, I tend to want to throw up high to him.
Yep. And, Jaden has doing a good job posting and gotten better as the season's gone on, but I like to see him post with 2 hands
Barler,
up.
nice fake, goes
one
in.
Up, one down. Good job.
Off the backboard nicely on a drive, 14-5, 47 seconds to go. Full court, 2-2-1 press by Nashville Christian. Mount Juliet working the ball, get it past the timeline, cross court. This is Evans, loses it Martise nicely. And what are they going to call? They're going to call a foul, and that's a good call. Instead of a jump ball, because Evans did jump on top of him, and so often officials call that a jump, and that's a good job of officiating. And the other thing the officials did good there, the guy that was close to it, he didn't quite see it, and he asked for help, got it, and they made the right call, and that's a great job of officiating right there. Of course, when it goes in our favor, it usually seems better.
Well, we certainly don't want to argue with that call.
14-5, 30 seconds to go here. First quarter action. Ball screen. Jalen Stead gets it to Catalone on the right side as we back it out, hopefully for one shot here. And we're in trouble a little bit at midcourt, but Martise clears out the congestion. Now we're at a little 3-man weave here. Luke bats it out right side. Martise down to 10 seconds. Anderson with it on top to Catalone with 6 seconds. They're going to flatten out, hopefully. Luke will try to take them into the lane, and he's going to walk with the ball, but instead he gets away with a 15-footer. No good as the first quarter sounds. And Nashville Christian with a pretty good first quarter. We had a lot of good possessions. We had a few that weren't too good, but we lead 14-5 after one. Back in a moment. Do what? Mr. Atkins? Can you see him? if you can. If not, we'll go at halftime. It'd be nice to get that running. He can't. Yeah, he probably can't tell you. Okay, and action. We're on. Ready to resume action here at National Christian Gym. 14-5 as we open play in the second quarter. We're sorry, right now our on-screen clock is not working, so hopefully we'll get that going later.
Coach, 2 players with 5 points for the Eagles. Jaden Barler with 2 buckets and a free throw. Morgan Anderson with a jump shot and a 3-pointer. Jalen Marsh with a layup 2, and Martise Edwards with a layup 2 for 14 points in the first quarter for the Eagles.
Willis finally gets a ball screen, and he's 0 for 3. That was deflected. Evans powering inside. No good. Out to Luke. It was deflected. He will take the length of the court and in. Nice anticipation by Luke. And then he cut the defender off with his dribble.
Yep.
And Martise with a great trap with Jalen. And they throw it away. The pressure's bothering them. And Barlar with the steal, but he's going to lose it. Still scrambling. Mount Juliet comes out of there with it. Willis will set the court.
Help.
Jaden got a hand on it, but Collier with the floater cuts it to 16-7 as we have played 1 minute here in the second quarter.
We'd like to see us get a little bit better at our help side defense, Coach.
Right, definitely. Martise back door, they picked it up. They're playing a soft man-to-man, dangerous pass to the post. That's not a good angle to feed the post at all.
No, excuse me. When Jaden brings the ball down to his hip like that, not a good place for him to have it. As tall as he is, his best move is keeping it up high, turning and shooting or getting rid of the ball.
Should never come below his shoulders. Kevin McHale never brought it down. Again, that's for you old-timers out there. Jaden's going to go to the – no, it's not. Excuse me.
It's all ball and base.
Luke's going to bring it in.
Second foul, team 4th for Mount Juliet Christian. Eagles with only 3 fouls so far in
Luke
the half.
Catalone lobs it out here to Martise Edwards. He'll set the court in only his second game. He's going to take him 1-on-1, and that's what he does nicely to Jaden, who powers it up and bottom. And that's what that's what they're counting on him to do, to penetrate and make things happen. They got to come to him, and then he'll drop it off. He needs to start learning to bounce it low or throw it up high, but we still a nice feed there to Barlar. It's 18-7, 6:43 to go. And
Martise is a facilitator, I guess is what you would call him on the offensive end. Just very comfortable with the ball, very good court vision.
Martise scrapes down the loose ball. He does have excellent court vision. Again, not a great angle. Jaden up and under, loses it. Martise pulls it back out. 6:32 to go. They go back into him nicely, powers it up and in.
Well, and see, that's when he put the ball down around his hip and on the floor, he lost the possession. But when he kept it up high, turned and faced, and got a shot up, then that's his best game for sure.
20-7, 6:20 to go. And making a concentrated effort, again, to get the ball inside. Willis does the same thing, and Jaden's going to foul Heilig, the football body and player, and he'll go to the line for 2. 6:11 to go here in the second quarter. We lead 20-7. We're controlling action, but still a long way to go.
Jaden Baller's first foul, team 4th of the half.
Nice stroke by Heilig there for the big man. 20-8. Coach Frazier giving Matt McCleary some instructions there as he's checked in. Now Strickland's going to come back into the contest. Anderson out. And a delay. And we'll stop action here.
I think we've got some.
We just went off.
Got something on the floor there. I don't know if it's.
We're off, aren't we? We're off, aren't we, right now? Good. Ready to resume play. Darius Heilig will be at the line for his second shot in a 20-8 deficit for Mount Juliet. Off the back rim, no good, but powered back up there by Walker on the rebound, and he's going to go to the line. And he's tough to get off the boards. Did he play football, Coach? 45?
Yes. That foul called on 22, Jaden Barler. Guess he got him with the body. Luke with a good block of the shot right there, but Jaden picked up a foul with the body. His second foul.
Montrell Walker, nice touch for the big guy. Strickland in. Barlar will sit down. 20-9. Again, it's one of those games where, we feel like we're better, but right now, we haven't pulled away yet. Luke had along with a nice board on the miss. We come into front court. Jalen backs it out of there. Left on top to Luke. Left side to Strickland. Penetrates. Backs out. Hands off to Matt. Backs out of there. Now we're going to a little offensive vacuum. Martise with an incredible move, and that's something he'll be doing.
Yeah, just a little too strong. Got there, I think, a little less contested than he thought he might, and so went up and just put it up on the glass a little too.
Yeah, that was
strong.
Jordan-like on that move, and gunning the long three-pointer and making it is Carter Branham, and that causes a timeout. Coach Russell Frazier not happy. 20-12, 5:37 to go. Back in a moment. National Christian ready to inbounds on the baseline, leading by 8. 5:37 left in the second quarter. And Mount Juliet comes out in a 1-3-1. Cross court pass to McClary to Strickland in the corner. Cross court to Marsh. He guns the three, rims out, no good. Pilek, long length of the court pass to Collier. Backs it out of there to Willis on top. We've gone 2-3. Both teams now to a zone.
Good job changing the defense out of the break, trying to change the expectation of, you feel like Mount Juliet Christian probably made some provisions for their offensive possessions, not expecting us to be in the 2-3, but we are.
Contact on the baseline. It's supposed to be a charge or a block when anytime there's contact and somebody legitimately falls down, but no call. Left side, Mount Juliet moves it. Willis wanted to shoot. He's really wanting to shoot, and he's going to gun the collegiate three, and this one's off the mark. He's not feeling it yet, and he's wanting to get warmed up here. 20-12, we lead by 8 with the ball. And they're extending their zone. They've gone to it was a 1-3-1. Looks like they are
1-2-2 almost.
Yeah, I believe so. And the middle is open.
Really,
Strickland gets it, drives down the lane and lays it up nicely as he popped into the middle of that zone nicely for a 10-point lead.
Yeah, just going to mention that was a really wide 1-2-2, almost out in the extended blocks and elbows.
Off the mark, Collier, as he was wide open and could not pass up the shot. And we've got another foul.
It's going to be on Josh. Josh Strickland's second foul. It's going to be the team's 6th of the half.
On the Eagles, Anderson will check in for Matt McClary. We've got a really small lineup when we have to go into especially a 2-3. Well, either way, but we actually go 2-3 out of bounds. Here's gunning the ball up there from the corner, and good is Carter Branham.
His second three.
They cut it to 22-15 halfway through second quarter. Sorry, our on-screen clock is not working. We'll try to keep you up to date. Morgan penetrates, hanging 15-footer off the back rim. Ball is cleared away, and here's Willis running. Willis takes it to the corner, flips it back out. Willis gets it back. He's going to gun a three. Still hasn't found the mark yet. And he is a gunner, and he's going to keep shooting.
Still a 7-point lead with 3:39 to go in the half at 22-15.
Morgan out on top to Jalen. Jalen right side to Martise. Nice one-handed pass. Anderson gunning from the corner and missing off the rim. 22-15, 3:25 to go. Bringing the ball up. Branham in the corner to Willis. And the crowd talking to Willis over there a little bit. They've chosen him to be the object of attention. And they get the ball nicely to the high post.
Out of bounds. Should be to us. Went through everybody's hands. Bad call.
Halleck tried to get in low. Kind of forced that pass. Probably should have shot. And we will set our zone inbounds.
And tap away by Josh there.
Strickland gets a hand on it.
22-15, 3:06 to go in the half here at coming home action between the Eagles of Nashville Christian and Mount Juliet Christian Academy Saints. A good half, still not able to do that pulling away that we talked about earlier, although we've been fairly in control the entire half.
Willis back on top, plays catch with Branham, who guns a long one, no good. Ball deflected, outlet to
Slow down.
Anderson, who pulls up, gives it back to Luke, who threw a nice length half-court pass. Gets it to Martise, penetrates, kicks over here to Jalen Marsh, who will gun a three. It's short. Luke battling for the boards, but coming away with it is Big Walker. And Willis quickly in front court to Collier. Back to Willis, wanted to shoot again. He has not gotten unleashed yet. He's wanting it every time. And now number 4 is going to gun the ball up there. That's Branham, and he guns it and makes it. It's 22-18, and Coach Russell Frazier, as he sees the deficit cut down to 4, 2:21 to go. Back in a moment. Did you find out what it was on that? Still don't know. Do what? What's wrong? Everything all right? Okay. And ready to resume play. Nashville Christian trying to hold off a little run here. Coach, lead's been cut to 4.
Yeah, Carter Branham in this quarter with 3 3-point shots from Mount Juliet Christian has almost single-handedly put them back in the contest with 9 points here in the second quarter. They only scored 5 as a team in the first.
Strickland driving, lays it up left-handed nicely to stop the bleeding.
Second time Josh has penetrated that 1-2-2 zone and gotten a layup.
Mount Juliet had gone man-to-man that time. They had switched back up. That's all right.
Looked like the 1-2-2 as wide as it was.
Yeah, it was. They were kind of chasing their guys around. And here's Branham again, missing this time. Nice board, Collier. And here's Willis. He wants it and still hasn't found the touch yet, and he is a little frustrated. We kick to Marsh in front court. Strickland in the corner. Back to Marsh. We lead by 6, 1:35 to go, second quarter. And we run a little motion out top.
Well, and Coach, without Caleb Tyson due to concussion out of the contest, and Jalen Barler taking a needed break on the bench, we don't have a player over 6 feet tall in the game.
We missed him. He could have been a difference of the night when Jaden had to go out. So we got looks like a call on the floor, and Martise Edwards to inbound the play on the baseline.
I believe that foul was on number 4, Carter Branham, his first. That'd be the team 6. So both teams in the bonus situation as we finish out the last minute 26 of the half.
Matt McCleary checking back in for Morgan Anderson, player of the week. Little motion, little cut, and ball deflected over here by Walker will be retained by the Eagles. Sorry, again, our on-screen clock. We hope we can fix that at the half. It's 1:25 left before the half.
Still 24-18, Eagles
and
over the Saints.
They have gone man-to-man. They're chasing us a little bit, and hopefully we get some curls or easy shots. Jalen to Martise. He drives the baseline. He loves doing it, and they wrapped around him, and hopefully that's going to be a shooting foul to send Martise to the line with 1:11.
Well, either way, it's a shooting opportunity. Either 1-and-1 or 2 shots. It's going to be a 2-shot foul.
Well, that's right.
I believe that foul is on number 5. Can't see from here. Jack Crouch, his second, I believe. That's going to be the team's 7th, but as it's a shooting violation, Martise going to go to the line for 2.
Not the sharpest game, but it's not a bad game. It's just kind of got an interesting pattern to it, or rhythm to it, rather, and low scoring. Neither team's playing bad. Neither team's playing great. Martise guns it and makes it.
Yeah, just neither team ever really to get a rhythm going, just a collection of plays but no real rhythm.
You're almost waiting for somebody to break loose, and we still have a 7-point lead, though. Martise guns it, off the back rim, no good. Scramble. Mount Juliet will come out of there. Good pressure by Edwards in back court. And they give to Branham in front court, struggling a little bit. Nice pressure by McClary. He shakes it.
Man-to-man defense from the Eagles.
Yeah, we've gone back man-to-man. Here's Willis, and we got a foul away from the ball. And
that's going to be on Mount Juliet.
It's going to be on Big Walker, and he was trying to get position there along the lane, and we'll pick up the foul.
Player control, so we won't get the bonus shots, but that is the 7th foul of the half.
Right, we'll stick with the possession, and we've gone under 50 seconds now, second quarter. Jalen couldn't pass that up. In and out and no good. 42 seconds to go. Willis with Mount Juliet racing into front court. Pounding it, takes it all the way. Martise stripped him nicely, and Willis wanted the foul there, pleading his case to Walter Overton.
Walter's not going to hear that.
To no avail.
Walter's going to do a good job not reacting, but he's not listening either.
Yeah, good job of officiating there. Willis inbounds, gets back to comes back to him. Martise has done a good job on him. Hopefully we can keep Willis off that scoring column.
Yeah, Martise can be frustrating, certainly, as a defender because his hands are so quick and his feet are so quick.
And
that
boys,
time he did draw a foul.
somehow they got that pass
not
through
sure
to
calling
Collier.
that one on.
Yeah, somehow that threaded the needle. It's almost like we were there, but we just weren't ready for it.
And, that's an unfortunate call because Martise was on this side of Collier, and the official was on the far side, standing back in the coach's box, and called a foul on Martise, who was on the complete opposite side of the offensive player. As if he could see his hands,
Yeah, probably shouldn't even thrown the pass, but it worked, and it's 25-20.
It's Martise's second foul. Collier's first and only free throw, no good.
Collier misses, but they get the board. Willis, he wanted to gun that when Matt McClary closes out. Good pressure on him. He's trying to shake it. He almost had a ball screen there, and Matt's trying to get the 5-second call, and he does.
Good job. Matt's a really good defender.
I'm sorry, that was a timeout before he got it. So with 10 seconds left, National Christian up 5 before the half. We'll be back in a moment. All right, back on.
So they did not award the timeout. What happened was Coach Christensen from Mount Juliet Christian was trying to call a timeout. A 5-second violation was called. The official whistled for the 5-second and then administered the timeout. So Mount Juliet Christian chose not to take the timeout.
Jalen Marsh went off Horns screen out top, loses the ball. Mount Juliet scrambling, gets possession, calls timeout with 1.8, and we lead by 5. Back in a moment. Got 1.8 to go, and Mount Juliet has length of the court. We're going to pick them up man-to-man.
They're going to throw it deep down here, I'm sure.
And long football pass is going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get the
ball
on the other
down
end.
On
so we've got a chance for a nice
best thing could have happened for us right there.
Play here. We'll see what Coach Frazier calls. 1.8 to go. They just tried to force that a little too much. That timeout ended up backfiring here, hopefully, for Mount Juliet. And Jalen will bring the ball in on the baseline, so we've got time for a catch, a dribble, and a shot.
Going to get a double screen from Morgan down to the corner right here, I think.
There's the double screen. Morgan, three-pointer. Did he make it? He just rims out. Nice play. Good screens. And the first half comes to a close with your Nashville Christian Eagles on top, 25-20. Both teams still trying to find a rhythm. And we'll be back for the second half in a moment. Okay, we're back here, just about ready to start action. Coach Brothers, a couple of scoring rundowns.
Yeah, 20 points for the visitors from Mount Juliet Christian. Darius Heilich with 1 point on a free throw. Logan Collier with 4. Carter Branham, leading scorer with 3 3-pointers for 9 total points. Jack Crouch hit a bucket in the first quarter for 2. Dwayne Evans hit a free throw in the first quarter, and then Montrell Walker a free throw and a jump shot and a field goal for 3 total points for the 20 for the Eagles. Josh Strickland with 4 on 2 nice driving layups. Luke Catalone with a long 2. Jalen Marsh with a 2-point layup early in the game. Martise Edwards with 3 points. Jaden Barler with 9, leading all scorers, and then Morgan Anderson with 5 as well.
Ready to start play, Strickland. Long cross court to Catalone. Wanted to shoot the NBA 3. Oh, nice pass. We kick it back out to Luke. He guns it.
Oh, that hit the
little
cable.
Long.
That hit the cable up there. Should have called a dead ball.
And Willis in backcourt. Willis, good player, just has not gotten uncranked yet, and that's got to be offensive. And, again, if there is obvious contact and somebody hits the floor, there has to be a block or a charge call. That's just an emphasis.
Long 3 that time, no good. That was 24, Dwayne Evans.
Marsh in the front court, gives to Martise. Tries to dribble baseline. He's cut off, lobs across to Strickland. He'll gun the 3. Did he make the 3? No, it's off the mark. But Luke gets the
good hustle
putback after the ball was deflected on the rebound, and we get some trash points at 27-20, the lead here early action third quarter.
Good hustle that time. Jalen Morris jumping up and tapping the ball away, and Luke there to collect it for the layup.
There's the big man driving, yep. Heilich, and
he just lost the ball. Good call there. Just lost the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, and good no call for on getting a foul called. Jalen Marsh will walk the ball up in a 7-point advantage, 6:50 to go. And they've gone, Coach, again, it looks like that 1-2-2, and the middle is open. Martise gets it, a little short-armed it just a little bit.
Yeah, his game not really an 8-foot jump shot game.
Yeah. Willis setting the court, left side over here to Collier.
Still man-to-man from the Eagles.
Collier over to Branham. Branham back to Willis. Willis really having a tough night, and he's going to get a reaching foul called, and they're going to have to sit Martise down again as Martise still gets a little antsy.
Well, he's got quick hands and sticks him in there, kind of flashes him in there, trying to tap the ball away, and that time got caught.
Willis to inbounds.
It's going to be Martise's 3rd foul.
Yeah, they're going to sit him down. Matt McClary back into the contest. And inbound front court, Willis to set the play. 6:23 to go, third quarter. McClary being told to get off the line there a little bit.
Tight confines here at the gym at Nashville Christian.
Ball is going to be inbound in that tight corner. It's like the end zone in our football field back there.
Yep.
Willis drives all the way, scoops, lays it up, still doesn't get on the scoring.
Matt got caught up in the traffic of his own players right there. Just a lot of standing around. And
ball deflected. Luke probably should have thrown an overhead pass. Willis in front court down the right side. McClary picks him up nicely, but they're going to call a block, and that's a tough call there.
It is. I mean, the offensive player certainly initiates the contact, leans in, pushes off. As a defender, you're in your space, and you should be allowed to have your space from the floor to the ceiling.
Next time I want to zoom up on Coach Quinn. He had trouble with that one. And here's the inbounds play, and number 24, Evans, did not use the backboard and did not get the and 1, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, foul on Josh Strickland, I believe his 3rd, if I've got that counted right, but certainly the team 3rd of the quarter already. So not quite 2 minutes played, already 3 fouls against the Eagles.
Mount Juliet's got some big bodies in there, and Evans with a nice stroke there. He's in there along with Montrell Walker, so they've got some good size. And then number 2, Logan Collier, is also a good-size athlete. They've got some good size, and he's going to get the ball, lays it back in. Collier, as we just mentioned his name, gets it back. Good-looking athlete. Does he play football also?
He had a receiver, defensive back for him, but, just height is an issue for us right now.
Anderson gunning, bottom.
And we got 5 guards in the game
from this corner,
and we're at a deficit on those rebounds. But with those long threes like Morgan just hit, that'll keep us in front.
With timeout, 5:44 to go. Nashville Christian 30, Mount Juliet 23. Back in a moment. Ready to resume play here on Sawyer Brown Road at Nashville Christian, leading by 7. 5:44 to go in the third quarter, and we're once again our 2-2-1 full court press, which has bothered Mount Juliet a little bit. They work the ball around. Willis almost walked, get the ball into front court. Collier back to Willis.
Falling back into a man-to-man now after the press.
Willis, you get the ball. They set a nice cross screen, but they lose the ball. They set a nice cross screen down low, and we did not pick that up. That was a good move by Mount Juliet, saying we're going to go right inside, and that's what they need to try to do.
Well, good hustle by Josh, getting on the low side of that, the baseline side of that, and tapping that ball away.
We got a little screen-to-screener action, and
again, Josh getting his hand in there and knocking it away.
Right, Walker came open just for a second, but good hand work.
And we're liable to pick up some fouls. They're going to have to play physical because of the size disadvantage that we have on the floor with our 5-guard team out there.
And the big man is wanting it, and they would not give it to him. Walker begged for it. They wouldn't get it in there to him. And so McClary putting pressure on Willis. Ball worked out top. Walker comes back here, a little high-low action. He's looked for his buddy, 24 Evans. Now Willis sets the court. It is hard, Coach, to run an offense with 2 big guys. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Well, especially when the 3 perimeter players are being guarded by basically 5 guards who can all switch off on screens.
Right. Oh, nice defense by Luke Catalon. He brings it in the front court in a 7-point lead, takes the left side. Jukes takes it baseline, lays it up, no good.
Good
no
take.
Contact.
Good take, just a little too hard off the
Apparently
glass.
no contact. 30-23. Mount Juliet with the ball in front court, and backdoor cut. And oh my goodness.
What is going on?
Everybody just froze for a second, and so did I.
Just assumed the ball was going out of bounds, and Jalen knocked it back in bounds under our basket, which I know you should never do. Thought it might have even been our possession to begin with, and everybody thought they were going to whistle it dead out of bounds, but instead Josh, who was that? Luke, I believe, picked up that foul.
Yes, Evans will go to the line. The big man misses off the front iron, 30-23, and Ben Magner comes in for his first action. Freshman, he'll come in for freshman Josh Strickland. So Ben, good big body in there for a freshman. Evans guns this one and makes it. And they counter with Heilich coming back into the contest. So they've got a nice backcourt trio there of big bodies. 30-24, Jalen into front court. Ben pops the top. They've gone back to a 2-3 zone. Anderson gunning for 3. Did he make it? He made it, ladies and gentlemen.
Again,
Good. It's 33-24. We've opened up a 9-point lead and in the press.
That's Morgan's 3rd 3 of the night.
We had a nice trap, but we let him out of it. He's driving all the way baseline, cut off, and he bounces it nicely in front to Walker, who lays it in. 33-26, Matt McClary into front court, and it looks like Mount Juliet's gone back into the man-to-man. Matt drives baseline, forces the action, thrown it away. Heilich coming in. He's going to get bumped and one, lays it in nicely as that ball crawled over the rim and into the nylon, and that cuts the lead to 5. And Heilich, the big football body, will go to the line, and we're checking in Jaden Barlar and Martrice Edwards. 3:40 to go. Coach, they are on a little run.
A little bit. We've got to settle down on the offensive end. You know, Morgan's hit a couple of threes, but we're just not working the ball around as much. But now with Jaden Barlar in, he can establish that post presence that we had early in the game when we got out in front a little bit. And then that time, Jalen Marsh with the lazy foul. If you're going to foul down there on the basket, make sure he can't make the field goal. Make him earn his points at the free throw line. But the miss gathered in by Nashville Christian now into the front court.
Ortiz looking inside to Jaden. They lob it into him. He brought the ball down low. A lot of contact there. Luke
and there has been all
the ball.
night, really.
Ortiz powers it in as he drives the baseline. We get it back. Coach Frazier wants the full court press, 35-28, 3:14 to go. They're going to throw it away again. Does Luke get it?
Got to hustle.
Almost. They come into front court. We are back to pick them up. And here's Walker fading away. Not a good shot for him.
And just
Barlar, long one, and
being there, his length.
Here's Anderson gunning the 3. In and out, no good. Luke is going to get called for. Yep. I think actually Jaden may have got called for that.
Jaden Marsh grabbed the net and on the miss. Can't do that. So.
Actually grabbed it. I didn't see that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
35-28, 7-point lead there. 2:52 to go. Third quarter action as Willis coming up against the pressure. We're going to go man-to-man again. Willis left side to Crouch. Crouch moving it to Collier around the horn. And Walker, you walked.
And even if he didn't, Jaden Barler tapped that ball away, we would have had possession anyway. Jaden's length, just that size, counters the size of Mount Juliet Christian and changes their offensive set.
So Nashville Christian with a 7-point lead, approaching 2.5 to go third quarter. And here's Luke Catalone left all alone. He guns it, no good. Willis with the board. Willis has yet to hit the scoring column, and he's going to get past Martise, and there's going to be a block foul on Martise Edwards, and he'll have to go back to the bench with 2:24 in the third quarter, and he's wondering why that was called on him. But he bumped Willis as he was driving. He just got caught a little behind and tried to make it up and bumped him.
We're not paying attention here. That's not a shooting foul.
Oh, my goodness. Here goes Willis. And he bombed it because Martise was talking to the bench. And
that's a team problem. I mean, somebody's got to notice.
Yeah.
That is not a shooting foul. We can't just walk up the floor and be frustrated. If you're going to make a substitution, you got to make it. And not paying attention cost us 3 points.
And that was Martise's man. And Willis gets on the scoring column, and what a way that he gets on. They left him open, and you just don't want to let a player like that get back in rhythm, and we gave them a gift.
Yeah, just a lack of communication. I mean, somebody's got to notice that the ball is getting ready to be put in play.
So we take a 4-point lead to the timeout bench, 2:19 to go, third quarter, back in a moment. Man, that was a big play. We hang in the net here and then do that down there. That's where games are won and lost. That's a frustration. Well, that's hard to swallow as a coach. That's just tough right there. That makes you sick at your stomach. Okay, we're back in action. Frustrating play for the Eagles as that lead goes quickly from 7 to 4. We'll bring it in. Luke Cadlong in backcourt to Jalen Marsh. 2:19 to go as we walk the ball into front court. And let's see, looks like we're going to face a 2-3 zone. Matt McClary is going to airball that one. Walker with the board. And you can feel the momentum shift here as Willis pounds into front court. Matt comes out to get him. Walker is going to hand off. Almost walked. Collier does.
Good walk. Yeah, that possession on our end, I mean, Matt was open. I know, we want to be patient on the offensive end. Matt found himself open. Matt can shoot the three, but just off the mark and probably not the time maybe to do that. But
you got Jaden back in. Probably want to run the offense, see if we can get inside. Right side here to Anderson.
Yeah, again.
Oh, hits Luke, who pops at the free throw line a little short. Probably shouldn't have faded away.
Yeah, falling
Tipped
away
out
from
by
the shot.
Barler. Morgan kicks across to McClary. Nice decision. Passed it up. Gave it back out top to Marsh. Yeah, Cadlong, who moves it to the left side to McClary.
Jaden Barler posting up well, but with one hand down.
Inside to Barler. Pounds it off the board. Good! And he was fouled. As Morgan found him nicely, and Jaden's doing a good job working inside. We finally got it into him, and I really think we need to keep going to the well there.
Yeah, and when he gets it and keeps it up high, turns and faces and goes straight up to the basket, good things are happening. And, again, just would like to see him post with both hands up, get a big chest, big wide spread, and that would even make him more available to those passes. But doing a great job when he gets the ball.
We go up by 6, 1:32 to go. Jaden, who had 20 the other night, guns it. Bang.
Shot. He's playing well.
38-31. This is a big time for him to start, making a statement.
Yep.
And Matt with good pressure on Willis, who finally gets rid of it over here to Collier. Collier gets a ball screen. Back to Willis, who hit that open three a while ago. He's wanting to do it again. Gets to the free throw line. Didn't shoot, surprisingly. Ball to Branham.
I think the length of Jaden Barler in his face kind of changed his mind.
Matt, good pressure on him.
Be ready to help.
Penetrates. Oh, he gets loose. Bounces nicely inside. That's a walk.
Yep.
And Hollick just shuffled the feet. A nice penetration by Willis. Made the right read. And Hollick was there, just got a little too quick with his feet and slid the pivot foot. 38-31, 1 minute to go, third quarter. Jalen Marsh into front court, and he'll go left side. Back out top, Morgan Anderson drives, kicks it to McClary, who'll gun again. Did he make it? Oh, it rimmed out, no good.
Just off.
Willis will board and come into front court, 45 seconds to go. So 38-31, getting the ball out here is Collier. Lace it down, gives to Heilich. Heilich back to Willis. He'll shoot an NBA three, and that one was off. Might have forced that one a little bit, but he cuts inside and rejected by Jaden, who just stood there.
That's good by Jaden. Stay on your feet, put your hands straight up, deflect it.
26 seconds to go. We'll go for one shot. McClary in the corner to Marsh. Back to McClary. Inside to Jaden. He's going to turn. Scores off the
good move.
Off the bounce. 10 seconds to go. 40-31. We may have shot a little early, but it was a good move by Jaden.
Well,
Matt coming out to put on pressure. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. They're going to gun the long one, and they're going to miss at the buzzer, and we will take a 9-point lead to the third quarter. We'll be back in a moment as Nashville Christian put on a little spurt there as the ball game had been cut to 4, or was it 5? 5, I guess, and back out to 9, and back in a moment. Luke Catalon to inbounds the fourth quarter, 40-31. And Nashville Christian into front court as we begin play. Oh, backdoor to Anderson was not quite there. We swing it nicely to McClary. McClary looks, penetrates, goes into the lane, kicks out here to Anderson, who drives and kicks back in the corner. Matt McClary this time off the mark. Jaden had a hand on it. It's ripped away by Willis. Willis will bounce quickly, and as Collier goes driving in, we're going to get called for another foul.
I thought he took a couple steps before he put the ball on the floor there, but
yeah.
Walter Overton saw it otherwise and called a foul on Jalen Marsh. That's going to be his first personal foul, team 7th of the half.
Yeah, they've got one foul. We have 7, and that's a big factor right now. We're a long way from 1-1. That shot by Collier very short off the front iron. 9-point lead, still a long way to go here in this contest. Rather uneventful game, but and that was
no iron there.
Bank shot that drew no iron.
Yep, like you said, a couple of moments tonight, but no rhythm to the game, no streaks from either team.
The crowd doesn't really have a rhythm either. 7:30 to go. Jalen passes up a ball screen. Morgan. Nice kick to McClary. McClary back to Catalon. Catalon driving into the lane. Hanks kicks it back out here to Anderson.
Boom.
He guns it. He makes it. Anderson for 3, and that takes us to 43-31. And once again, just a little bit of spurt there and give it a little bit of cushion. And they run flex along the baseline. First time we've seen that tonight. The big man comes out here, misses. That may not be his best shot. To Jaden, who's going to try to slam it, and he's fouled. Jaden felt it. The crowd wanted it too. And Jaden went for the slamma-jamma, but drew the foul nicely. And there's Coach Kevin Quinn with the big grin pointing up and laughing at us. Let's zoom in on Coach Quinn there.
Please don't.
Okay, we won't. Okay, Jaden Varlar with a 12-point lead for the Eagles. And it rattles and drops. And just under 1 minute gone here. And Martise and Strickland are on the bench right now. Jaden off the back of the rim. Here's Collier into front court. He's being chased by Anderson, who steals it. The nice theft from behind. 6:50 to go. Eagles in front court. Here's Matt McClary. Bounce left side to Jalen hanging on the baseline. No good. And Jaden's going to go over the back of Heilich and send him 65 feet to the other end to get to shoot unguarded. And that's always tough when you foul somebody that far away from the goal.
Third foul on Jaden Barler.
13-point lead for the Eagles.
And they get to score without the clock running.
Right, and it's just a coach's nightmare. And, well, they've struggled at the free throw line. It's hurt them.
Particularly Darius. But now 6.5 to go. We've got a 13-point cushion. Just a good, slow, patient offense. Again, I think you get it to the post for an easy post move shot or a good penetration layup, and that's probably about it.
Anderson gives to Matt. Matt back out to Anderson.
Slow down.
Thought better of it wisely, and we move the ball back out to Jalen Marsh. Good patience here by the Eagles. Come out for a ball screen. Jalen turns the corner, scoops, lays it up. It's good, and he was fouled. And that's the kind of play you want to make at a turning point in the game.
Yep.
And Jalen go to the line for an and one, and that gives us a 15-point lead. And by no means is the game over, but that is a big play. And there's frustration on the part of Mount Juliet right now. And they're kind of got those hands in that palms up position.
I hate to see those palms.
Oh, yeah. Love to see it on the other team.
That's true.
And Jalen's going to go to the line here. And we've got a 15-point lead, and that was a big play there. And we're checking out Jalen's wardrobe there.
Yeah, shorts have been sewn to be a little shorter, and the officials think they're rolled, but they're not. They're just sewn up a little tight.
Jalen, no good. Tip good by Morgan Anderson.
What a play.
He comes down the lane and tips it in for a 48-31 lead. Incredible. And now we deflect it. Catalone, 3-on-2, down the left side. Let's see what he does. Backs it back out of there. Gives to McClary on top.
Smart.
Good decision. We lob to Barlar. He's going to lose it out of bounds. A little bit of a force there. And not a great angle either. If you do that from the top of the key, it's just a different feeling. That he was about 25 feet away.
It is, and especially something we don't do often. So Jaden not used to catching that ball that way.
Right, we haven't done that a lot. Willis struggling on the sideline, and he's only got 3 on the night, and you can see he's having a tough time tonight. And they go to sleep. We give to Anderson. Anderson lays it up. Good. And Anderson is going nuts here at the end. Matt McClary. And there's going to be a timeout by Mount Juliet. 5:38 to go. 50-31. Back in a moment. Coach, we've had a good opening to this quarter.
Yeah, a 10-0 run to start the fourth quarter. So when it was 40-31 and sort of a tight back-and-forth contest, now we've gone out 10-0 to start the fourth and extended the lead to 19.
Don't want to relax, but we're in really good shape right now with a 19-point lead this late.
Well, the pressure has afforded us that lead, so we need to stay with that pressure. And then our patience on the offense.
And Luke does just that. Takes it, pulls back out.
Good,
nice job. He's going to look for Anderson. Nice decision. Inside Barter lays it up.
Good look.
Good decision. That's another dagger when you get the steal and then you go right inside. They don't have an answer for Barlar right now.
17 points for Jaden on the night.
52-31. We've opened up a 20-point lead. Baseline driven. Jaden is there and just once again stands there. Outlet to Anderson. Anderson, this is what he likes. Lays it up and will not go in. How did that ball not go in?
Well, he was off balance all the way down the floor, and that shot was off balance, but almost went anyway.
52-31, gunning the shot, three-point, and they're not getting back. A long one to Anderson, lays it up without a dribble. Beautiful pass from Matt McClary, and we've got a technical foul on Morgan Anderson for some type of celebration.
Overexcitement.
Yep. And Coach Russell Frazier is not happy with the over-exuberance, and he is teed, and Martise Edwards will come into the game.
You know, Morgan is an emotional guy. Plays with a lot of spirit, a lot of excitement. He has fun playing basketball, and he went down there and hit the shot, got a little too overexcited. I mean, that's no reflection on his personality other than he has fun and he plays kind of wide open and got too much going on there.
Brings the crowd to its feet. Luke goes over and has a brief prayer with him. Back at the line, Branham will shoot the technical, 54-31.
Misses, and it's a 14-0 run to start.
Yeah.
Almost halfway through the fourth quarter now. And Morgan responsible for 9 of those 14, and that's what built that excitement.
Better to have a technical with this kind of lead than in a close game, as we know what that feels like. 54-32. We have a 22-point lead at 4:35 to go, and hopefully Morgan will learn from that, not repeat that.
And now, Coach, with only 2 fouls committed from Mount Juliet Christian, the fact that we're not close to the bonus is going to hurt them because they can't get us to the line to force the shots.
Yeah, they'll have to do a lot of fouling late if the coach chooses to do that. Good pressure here by the Eagles. New man into the contest there, Barnes, struggling a little bit against McClary, and they've got some new guys in there, young guys. They've got 5 totally new guys in there. We're don't know if we're going to sub here or not.
Well, I think
they've kind of thrown up the
Coach Christensen from Mount Juliet frustrated with their players, the palms, the attitudes, the frustration they're showing.
And we get a nice cut there by
33. That's Justin Matthews.
Justin Matthews gets an and one there. Strickland will come back in the line. I think Martise is fouled out.
Only the first field goal of the night, of the quarter, and Martise's 5th foul, and just not a lot of varsity action, just too many fouls.
Right.
Too quickly. And, he's an aggressive defensive player with a lot of hands, and sometimes get calls that way.
And lead at 20 here, and give to McClary in front court. And we throw in the corner.
Just be patient.
Josh Strickland drives baseline, powers it up there. It will not go.
That's not
and
patient.
Mount Juliet with the ball. 3:48 to go. Mount Juliet running a little motion with their second group in here. And not a bad job by the young guys as they swing the ball around.
Well, we had to cancel the JV game due to the middle school games we had to play today after the snow day, so this is their opportunity to get in and get a little action.
Right. Jaden, he's got another ejection. He got another one. Outlet here to Jalen Marsh. He's going to take it, length of court, lays it up, and
no good.
No good, and he is fouled. So he'll go to the line with 3:18 to go and a 20-point lead. Coach Frazier is about to get some alternates in there, and that's exciting for them. And coming into the contest, Ben and Adam Harper. Jalen guns it short. So we're going to have a little JV action here to close out the last 3:18, which is good. Nate Hamilton in the contest, Ben Magner. Adam Harper, ovation for the guys. Good game. Cannon Anderson, brother of Morgan, will be checking in.
We've only got 4 on the floor, Coach.
And why won't they let Cannon in?
Well, he's coming for Jalen Marsh, but now
he's just
going
in.
to come in anyway.
Yeah, he's in. Okay. 3:18 to go. Jalen will be at the line for the second shot. Guns it. Makes it. And so, here we go.
5th point for Jalen Marsh on the night.
All right, 3:17 to go. Mount Juliet running a little high post cut there. They're going to drive baseline and miss badly, and the foul will be called against Mount Juliet.
I believe that's number 10, Isaiah Smith.
Smith hits Jalen on the rebound. Jalen will
only the 5th foul.
That's right, yeah, so Wilster not at the line. Tyler Morris in for Jalen, and a nice ovation for him. Good game. So we come in the front court. Here comes Cannon Anderson. Right side here. And what's the foul?
Hand check. Hand check. Going to be on number 20, I believe. Luke Nave, his first. Team 6th. So they did pick up a few fouls here of late, so the next foul for us against us,
inside,
in our favor, we're going to be at the line.
Into Cannon. Anderson backs out, then takes it. Bounces to Morris. We work to Nate Hamilton. Hamilton will throw it away.
He's got to be smart. Just a little too anxious with that pass. Cannon moved, and Nate expected him to still be where he left him.
55-34, 2:46 to go. And Coach Frazier still coaching to the end to get these guys ready for the future.
Nashville Christian in the bonus situation now, and Mount Juliet Christian, in the double bonus situation.
We're man-to-man. They move the ball around, getting a floater. They're no good. Morris with the rebound and gives to Anderson, who comes across the timeline. 2:28 to go. Almost walked with the ball. We need a back cut on that.
I believe he did.
Got Harper out top. He drives in, wheels, spins, floats, scores!
Adam Harper, good move.
Adam Harper.
Give it to him. He's in the book.
And that's one that Miss Stephanie, I'm sure, showed him. 57-34. We got a timeout substitution to get in a few more subs. And a nice move there by Adam Harper. We build the lead at 23, 2:09 to go. And Mount Juliet gets some more bodies in there.
Well, Adam's coach, a guy that works hard all year long, loves the game of basketball. Good to see him get in and make a play and get in the book.
Yeah, that was athletic play. There was nothing weak about that.
He's certainly done that before. You can tell. That was
he's a good athlete when he builds up a little. And here's Morris, almost gets the steal. Yeah, when these young guys keep hitting the weights, they're going to beef up a little bit.
Yep.
57-34, exactly 2 minutes to go in the game.
Tyler, that time, good anticipation of the pass. Plays free safety on the football team, so he's used to that and got a good tap away right there.
Adam almost got it there. Mount Juliet will come in the front court, struggling a little bit with our pressure. Drive inside, and they're going to call a reaching foul. Looked like Cannon helped nicely, but he'll pick up the personal.
His first.
And Mount Juliet will go back to the line.
It's the team's 83rd foul of the game. So
Tyler Barnes will get the double bonus here.
23-point lead, though, so be aggressive and work on some things right there. That shot no good. Good to see these young guys get in and play hard. You don't want to put them in and then tell them to stall. You don't want to put them in and tell them to not work and do their thing. So
our cheering section has stayed active and shot of them. Second shot will bounce in.
Tyler Barnes, first points of the night.
Cannon Anderson in the front court. Gives to Tyler Morris, who gives to Magner. Magner forces up a 10-footer. It's no good. Mount Juliet clears the boards, 57-35. Hamilton putting good pressure out front of the ball. Ball goes dead. Swung to the top. Morris there with pressure, and Cannon with good active hands.
Don't
foul. A lot of pressure here.
Dead ball, don't foul. Oh, I
thought it was. And Tyler gets another deflection. He's almost gotten a couple here. 22-point lead, 1:19 to go. Crowd still hanging around here on a school night. That's good.
That was an interesting inbound.
And Nate's going to get a jump ball called. It'll go back to
the Saints. Speaking of the Saints, got robbed out of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And at least the defender admitted he did.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows
that was good, yeah.
But, that's the human element of the game.
Cannon.
I'm not in favor.
Intercepts it in front court. Stops, takes it all the way, scoops. Oh, no good.
No good.
Hamilton will knock it out of bounds, but a nice move by Anderson. Coach?
I'm just in all sports, I'm not in favor of just overanalyzing and instant replays and taking the game out of the human element. I mean, I know you want to get everything right, but part of the agony and the ecstasy of sport is that it's a human game, and there are mistakes made by the players and the officials and the coaches, really.
Right.
So that's just part of it.
Mount Juliet throws the ball away. Magner with the steal. He's going to roar past the timeline. He wants to take it all away. Stops, turns, 10-footer, no good, a little short. And now their big man comes out there with the ball, Davis. Davis comes down, takes it to the left, and he's going to lose it to Cannon, and then foul Cannon and lay on that leg, and that's
well, Perrion,
you want to see.
Perrion is not a welterweight. He's a thick fella, and all that comes down on the side of Cannon Anderson's leg, and could have been an injury situation, but fortunately not.
Football body there. Clayton Tiller waiting to check in. Cannon Anderson.
Welterweight being the 145 and below pound class for you boxing aficionados.
Tiller in for Adam Harper, and the crowd talking to Cannon, who grins a little bit, relaxes, and short, and everybody stood around for a second thinking it was a two-shot foul. 57-35, we enter the last half minute of the contest. As Mount Juliet will try to get a shot up here, and maybe we get one at the buzzer. Cannon putting good pressure on, ball screen. And Tyler finally gets the steal.
He got it.
Behind the back, will lose it.
A lot of bodies out
back
there.
To Mount Juliet. They skip across. Tell you got to shoot that one, son. You get that kind of daylight in this kind of game. So we'll have 13 seconds. Let's see if we hold the ball or we try to. I tell you, Coach, I'm old school. I like my young guys. Go ahead and try to get a shot.
Go play.
And that's, and let's let them play defense. 10 seconds to go. And I wish we'd go on. Anyway, that's what they're choosing to do. That's okay, but I like to just play. Anyway, good game by Nashville Christian, winning 57-34 here. And good win as we'll be coming back on Saturday to close out the regular season, Coach.
Yep. The story in that game, the fourth quarter. I mean, the game kind of back and forth and within reach, for Mount Juliet Christian to climb back in it. But the start of the fourth quarter, we go on, I believe, a 14-0 run before Mount Juliet Christian finally hit a free throw. In entirety of the fourth quarter, they only score one field goal and two free throws for 4 points in the fourth quarter. That's the story of the game, just the run that we went on at the right time.
Yeah, that's the streak and run we talk about that, usually you can find one or two that wins the game, and that was the kicker. So anyway, this is Mike McPherson for Jeff Brothers. We're going to say thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Eagle Basketball Network.